Time's up. Let's do this.
Exactly, just the way I like it. So we're going into the screen here, and as you can see, Death Prophet is the first pick here coming from Guardians on Dire, and Radiant we have Lion being picked up by Aliens.
Very, very interesting. Okay, yep. Like I mentioned earlier on back in the previous game, is that your Lycan and your Doom almost instantaneously banned out. Especially on the Dire side, if you Lycan with the Roshan advantage, you don't want to have that. And okay, so Aliens, it looks like they're picking up the supports. They know what they want, and they just go straight ahead and pick it up. And
Yeah.
Guardians Gaming, a bit of a push strat. You have the Death Prophet already picked up, so this will be your mid hero for Guardians.
Exactly, so here we have actually Lion and Earthshaker that are very strong stun potential heroes on a Radiant side. For Dire, Death Prophet, good push potential, but that's about it. So for the banned heroes, we have Faceless Void, Tinker, Lycan, and Doom. So pretty standard bans, I think. Nothing too exciting, nothing too unconventional. Oh, but this pick is interesting.
The Viper pickup. Okay, it looks like Guardian Galaxy. I mean, the Death Prophet doesn't necessarily have to be a mid hero. The Death Prophet can always be used to play as, something as like a carry. Because your Viper is going for the mech, so that would buy a lot of time for your Death Prophet to go for a Yield Scepter, and that Exorcism is going to do so much damage. And the thing about Exorcism is that it's not magic damage, so a BKB does not help you be immune from it. It's actually physical damage, so you're going to take damage from the Exorcism even if you have a BKB. And Aliens, they currently don't have anything to counter that.
Yep, they don't. And Aliens gonna just ban out the SS. He knows for sure the SS is a very strong hero on this kind of lineup here with DP, with Viper, and Razor gonna get banned out for Radiant, which means that they will not have that as a carry. I think a little bit of reference to the previous game there. Dream 5 was the game that we casted, and I think we did see Razor carrying the entire team a lot, like with the BKB up, just leeching on a lot of extra damage, and generally it's drafting that really wins the game. So here we have Viper, DP. What do you think is lacking in this draft here?
Okay, this is a bit tricky because, I mean, so far it looks like something like a push lineup, especially since Viper Metatoxin does pretty decent damage to the towers as well. So I wouldn't say that they're missing on anything at the moment. Guardians Galaxy, Guardians and Aliens. Sorry, oh my god, got it. Bah. Yeah, I feel that both drafts and both lineups pretty even for now.
They should name themselves, give themselves new name, call them Star Lord, Groot. Would be so fun to cast that game.
Yes, that'll be quite fun.
So here we have the Rave King and Invoker bans. For Radiant side, they're gonna pick their third hero. Effectively, I think it's gonna be something that would be a little bit more towards the mid game. Seeing how the first game, you have a lot of extra AoE potential. Generally, team fights just win games, and it's really about how both teams execute the team fight here. So going a little bit into the reserve time, they need to be very careful. The third pick really just sets up the entire, way for the entire draft.
Okay, right now with this lineup, I kind of feel that the Talent Hunter will do pretty decent for Aliens draft, seeing as they already have the supports, and picking up the off lane hero would be pretty good. But at the same time, Guardians, they're actually banning out all these mid heroes. And wow,
What?
Weaver.
A bit too early, right?
Yeah, usually, I mean, generally, you would like to leave your carry to the end because Weaver is very easily countered as well. So I have no idea what Aliens are thinking about, picking up this Weaver so early into the drafting phase.
I think it's a little bit too early, and like you mentioned, you want to leave it to the end. I wouldn't mind picking up Weaver in the 4th spot, but picking up Weaver in the 3rd spot is a little bit questionable. And the Skywrath Mage gonna be here. So we have Skywrath Mage, Viper, Death Prophet up against Lion, Earthshaker, Weaver, and effectively that's gonna be a support for Dire. They have Viper. Viper might just be carry, right?
Yes. And I mean, back to that Weaver thing. There we go, easily countered. I mean, one Ancient Seal from Scarif Mage and you're kind of screwed. Your Weaver just gonna walk around useless. And this is why, I mean, Scarif Mage entering the metagame currently is because of the Ancient Seal. That silence just does so much. It's instant. There's no cast time, and the duration is really, really long.
Yeah, so Weaver, man, I would like to see a good time lapse, but with the Ancient Seal might not happen. Skyroth Mage also with a lot of extra damage coming up from the Mystic Flare. Mystic Flare will land substantially a lot of charges in small little confined areas, so I will not be surprised if Dire picks something like Clockwork, Goblin, just to synchronize that with the Cox. I think it's actually pretty good.
Right now, I'm trying to see as to how aliens can actually combat this, because they realize that with the Scarif Mage, they're probably thinking of picking up a Pugna, judging from how long they're cutting into the reserve time. But at the same time, they have to pick up the mid hero and the offlaning hero as well.
Yeah,
So,
they need to be very careful about their pick right here.
very, very careful.
What? Standard old school stuff.
Okay, this is just confusing because why would Gyrocopters actually fallen out of favor in the current metagame. You don't see Gyrocopters picked up at all.
Yep.
Like, very, very rarely. Unless you see, like, maybe First Departure, Unless, like, Miracle, you pick up the Gyrocopter. But otherwise, no, you don't see a Gyrocopter picked up at all.
Yeah, call down effectively, just a lot of AoE burst damage going on there, and homing missiles is not, and Mirana coming out for Guardian. Hopefully they're gonna look to guarding some Galaxy today, but Mirana there really helps with mobility, but this is just transition from push strat to a little bit unconventional. They're just adapting with each other's draft, and I don't really see how the teamfight mechanic from both sides really gonna work out here.
Actually, I can, because okay, with the Moonlight Shadow and your Exorcism at the same time, you're gonna need to waste resources just to getting detection, especially against this Moonlight Shadow. And at the same time, I mean, even if you do have detection, like maybe a Dust or a Gem or Sentry, just to spot the dire side, they have so many silences. Just look at the Death Prophet. You have very huge AoE silence, and Invis. I mean, when you're invisible, you have your Exorcism going on. You have your Ancient Seal. You have your Sacred Arrow. All deadly, just deadly spells to be caught. So
They just spin out Spectral and Tidehunter.
Yeah, I mean, just to quickly finish that off is that, aliens, even if you do catch Guardians, you're screwed. A lot of these spells can kill you.
Yep, but one thing I like to point out is that Dire, they don't really have good stun potential. Whereas for Radiant, you have Lion, pretty good stun there, coming up from the Earth Spike, as well as you have also Fissure from Earth Shaker, Gyrocopter with his own homing missile. There's still a lot more stun on Radiant. So for this one, I'm actually going to say that execution will be the main determining factor going into this game.
Oh, and I actually like this Scarif Mage and Mirana combo. So I actually do suspect it's going to be a Viper, Scarif, and Mirana tri-lane. Because your concussive shot, it actually slows the hero down enough. And with enough practice, the Mirana can actually use the arrow to connect. And with the Viper slow. That is a lot of slow, and you're not going to be able to kill that lane.
But that Pudge though.
That Pudge. I have no idea what's going on. So maybe the Viper's going to mid, Death Prophet off lane. So it's going to be between this Death Prophet and Viper.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Pudge, and I think that the hook is really crucial execution wise, but who knows, man, what's gonna happen. Really, it's up to everyone here. Pudge has got a lot of good synergy with himself. If he lands a hook, he could effectively just catch out the rest of Guardian, but like you can see here in the mid game, we can see a lot of good synergy, as pointed out by ChubbyBunny, that there is the Viper, Mirana, Skyruff combo, there's Death Prophet doing a lot of work, etc, etc. So here we are going to introduce the players as well as teams. On Team Radiant, we have Aliens from India, and this Earthshaker is going to be played by Pixar. We have also Gyrocopter being played by Croc, Lion going to be played by Jaga99, and Pudge will be on by Madao. And interestingly, Weaver is going to be played by Mike. And on the Dire side, Guardian going to be there. Death Prophet going to be played by BTW, by the way. And Skyroff Mage going to be played by Jukon. We have also Viper being played by Mice. And Mojo onto the Mirana. Last but not least, Ember Spirit gonna be played by Rabbit J.
Whew. So okay, looks like aliens. They're hitting 5 men into their jungle. Maybe trying to secure this. They don't want to get, they don't want Guardian to actually just block out the camps. So this is pretty good. It's pretty decent. And it looks like, yeah, this is gonna be. Is it gonna be a trial lane? Nah, maybe not. But wait.
DP needs to be careful.
Yeah, Weaver probably spotted the DP out. Is there ward? Oh, actually yes.
And she's gonna see everyone here. So
No hook. No hook. Why no hook? If he had the hook, so I mean, if he had the hook, that would have easily been a first blood. But
I think he just add rod there. So
he went straight into rod. This is why
you don't
usually
add a level 1 skill, right?
Yeah, you don't wait. You don't add your level 1 skill to you see the situation.
Yeah, it's crazy. So here we have both teams going to the lane. DP actually going to take the bottom lane here. Mid lane, we're going to have that of the Ember Spirit as well as the Podge. So a little bit of a melee showdown. And top lane seems like the Sukuchi user, Weaver, going to be there at the top lane. But I think that the off lane really is going to be a very tricky game for both of them.
I mean, I can understand the logic why they picked it up, but the thing is, he's so squishy, and if he gets caught, he's screwed. And here's the worst part: look at the Mirana's inventory. He has sentries.
Oh, they're all prepared for this Weaver already. And Mike is not gonna have a very good game here, it seems.
He has to play very, very safe. And Weaver is one of those heroes who is so item dependent. If not, he's just useless. In this case, he definitely needs a BKB or even a Lincoln Spirit just for some survivability and deeps.
Yep, so here we have aliens, tri-lane bottom, and you're right, it's all about tri-lane so far in this current meta game, and a little bit of slow there on Mike. Mojo not gonna let it stun yet. And
He's
just
not even gonna bottom.
throwing the sentry ward out. So who do you think is gonna have the advantage in the early game?
I would say the Guardian pretty much has this.
This entire game or the
This
early
entire
game?
game. I would say that they have this entire game. Aliens is playing a very, very unorthodox draft, but oh wow, going to the punch now.
Yep,
Yeah.
Searing Chains mid lane. And Mado needs to be careful here. But Punch in mid lane needs a little bit more extra space to farm, but he's not gonna get that.
He's not even
Nice
gonna get
wave
levels,
here.
man. Look at Rabbit. He's playing so aggressive. He's level 40 and this punch is still level 3. You know, usually in the mid lane, you're able to judge who has the slightly better skill based on positioning, the way he pulls to creep aggro, these tiny details which matter. And so far, the Ember Spirit is dominating this lane. The punch cannot go close because this is a level 2 Flame Guard, and if he is off position even at the slightest bit, this Searing Change is just gonna screw him over.
Completely. So Punch mid lane, Searing Chain might be used here. He needs to be very careful of this. Illusion also up in the bottle, I think, for Ember Spirit. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, nice
So-
double pull here for the Trident at the top.
Yeah. And effectively, I think aliens might be in a lot of trouble. Guardians, we have Jukon there, might just land it slow. Mike might be in a little bit of trouble here. There's also Mojo, which is the Mirana with the good effective stun. I want to see some arrow, really. Slow's gonna work, but I think it's not really gonna have any effect here.
And this Weaver senses the damage. I would say he's pretty well.
Mid lane. Sorry, illusion, that's all.
Yep.
It missed the Searing Chain.
No problem. Yep, this is what I was talking about, is that this Weaver in the off lane, he's not even getting levels. He's still level 2.
Yep, and let's just check in on the current CS. So 19 and 13, it seems like Viper is doing its very best at the bottom lane here, which is pretty good. Alien still leading the chart. Ember Spirit, sorry, Viper is at top. What am I saying about? Guardians here doing good work, and Ember Spirit as well. So it seems like we're gonna have Guardian both top and mid doing pretty good work in this game. For Aliens, not so good, I think. Only bottom lane slight lead, but that's given. And I think they're gonna call for pause. You there, ChubbyBunny? Oh, the hook though on the mid lane. Rod's gonna be used here. Will not pick up the kill.
No, I was just thinking because this Death Prophet, I mean, she's actually doing pretty decent against the trailing. She's 12-1 now.
Yeah, pretty good. Not bad, but
RNG, he gets a regen rune of all runes, and he actually spots the gank. The rotation coming in and failing.
Scarf Mage with the slow.
Oh,
Spirit. Oh, there we go. Fissure though.
It's not gonna happen.
Potch might be in a bit of a trouble though. The rest of the team might just come in this vicinity. Mado might just go down pretty easily. He's below 50% health. But meanwhile, DP down south, pretty good by himself. Really just the creep swarm that's giving him the farm that he needs.
Oh,
this
the
game.
arrow flies, does it connect? It does! This could actually be your first blood.
Oh, but a fissure though.
He's not level 6 yet. He needs his level 6. Oh, with the hook!
Oh, and the hook goes then. Rabbit lay.
Oh, nice regen rune. Perfect timing. Oh no.
Still gonna die.
What?
Drunk. Completely drunk.
It was cancelled off at the last minute. Oh my god. Rabbit's gonna kick himself for that one.
And a Viper missing the skill at the top lane. Oh, but you're right, man. This Weaver is really not gonna have a good game. He's just farming as much as he can, but even then, Weaver is 3-1 for CS in the off lane. That's not where you want to be for Weaver.
I think that self cost him all the gold he farmed up from the 3 creeps.
In a bit of a financial situation, are we?
Definitely. And this Death Prophet, that rotation actually, I mean, it did okay. But now he's almost level 6. He's gonna be able to make tiny pushes of his own the next time the supports rotate. So, you know, it's all about getting the right pickoffs.
Oh,
He
DP.
senses it.
Oh, but the fissure though. No hook. It blocks the big cow there. Patch.
Is he a
Mid.
cow? I don't know. Does he look like a cow?
I think he looks like a cow to me, but
I don't know. This looks like it's some big, ugly. Like
that's
some,
one.
like,
That's
some
one fugly
fucking
cow,
spot.
but
That's just some fugly dude. I'm trying to refrain from using any vulgarities at this point.
but it's okay. That's Mado aliens there, and really the ES there with the fissure wasn't really what you know aliens was looking for. They want to kill the DP so
wait,
much.
he's just going on the punch again. He's going on the punch.
He needs to be careful. He needs to remember the lesson learned.
He has a DD rune now, so. And that
Yeah, but
rotation to the bottom lane from the punch wasted a lot of time.
I think that YOLO swag coming up from Rabbit is a little bit too much. And looking for position for hook. Fissure gonna be used real soon. There we go! Do we have a position? We have confirmation of position. There goes the rod as well, and the dismember is gonna happen. Ember Spirit gets eaten alive.
Good rotations coming up from the supports. They did not see it coming. Or rather, he did not see it coming. So,
No what whatsoever in this area. He's gonna rage pause here, calling lag.
alright,
We cannot do anything for you, sir. Chill.
sure.
Aliens like, we know, relax. I think so far 2 kills going for aliens might just change this game. But Guardian, they have the slightly better draft on paper in theory, but execution slightly lacking. You can see that Ember Spirit now, because of all the rotation coming from Earthshaker and all, you have Patch just slightly winning this lane against Ember Spirit. So, I mean in terms of kills, but farm-wise, still 10-0 against 28-7, so he's just playing catch-up from alien side. Guardian might just be farming, and with that said, they are just in a pretty good spot right now.
And I'm actually pretty surprised that, I mean, Guardians, they're giving away these pickoffs, especially in the mid lane. Ember Spirit, you definitely do not want that. Well, I mean, on the bright side, this Viper, he's gonna be... Oh, wait, what? He didn't even go for mech, he just went for a Midas. Is this unorthodox?
What, you mean the pause or what? Or the item?
I mean, yeah, the item. I mean, you don't usually see a hand of Midas on the Viper, eh?
Oh man, this game is all about Hand of Midas. I feel. I have a very interesting idea, is that you always win with Hand of Midas, no matter on what. So, Mice is, I don't know, my insight's not as good, but Mice playing as the
Ember
Viper.
Spirit, he gets a kill in the middle lane on the punch.
But top lane though. Alien gonna be here, and it seems like there goes the fissure. Sukuchi might not save him. There goes the Viper strike, and Guardian Mice turns it around. Line a little too slow. There goes the hacks. May not be in time. Stun's gonna go down. Where is the backup? Viper desperate for backup right now. He's gonna take the fall. The arrow is gonna connect on the ES. And IND Pixar might just take the fall there. Skyroff Mage gonna slow line a little bit, but this is definitely gonna be a kill on the Earthshaker.
How did that even connect? The creep wave was so close. That must have been like, oh wow, that's like a Star Trek moment, man. Like targeting yourself from so far away.
With laser, recognition and stuff like that. But here comes the hook from Mado. Is he gonna land it? Oh, gets the creep.
Oh, but there's a haste rune. He can actually make something happen. He can go for this. They're hiding it out.
Ember
Oh,
Spirit.
he spots him out. He spots him out.
Oh my god! The fat cow, the fat man.
Jukes. Arrow. Off the mark. Oh, he actually.
Yeah, kills the lion. Yep, and Push takes the fall. So this arrow is just really good for Mirana. I think it really didn't connect on Push when it should, but it still got a kill for him, so which is still pretty okay. We are also gonna see ES at the bottom lane trying to get as much farm as possible, just going full support here. Needs some real boots instead of the boots of speed.
I agree. And oh wow, and suddenly Guardians, full of life. 5-3.
Must be the lag. Just saying, but Rabbit mid lane level 8 and looking pretty good himself here. Want to see a little bit more synergy from Aliens. I think post pause, this is just behaving like it's a completely different team.
And I think Guardian, they're thinking of starting a band. Look at Death Prophet, drums. Look at the Ember Spirit, drums. Drums everywhere. Drums for you, drums for me, drums for everybody.
After a drumming good time. But yeah, Guardian, they really just want to give Viper as much fun as possible. And here we see that Juggle is going to rotate into the jungle.
Smoke rotation. Did they spot it? I think they spotted it out.
I think they know about it. So, mid lane, Mado.
Arrow, does it connect?
Nope.
Off the mark. But the punch, he's alone, he's screwed. One side of this. Side of this. No. Oh, he actually gets it. No suicide.
Yep. Gets the kill somehow. And they're gonna pull back.
Wait, where's this bottle? Oh, it's in the curve. There are actually 2 bottles in the curve.
There's a BTW gonna be here in the bottom lane here, and effectively just really rocking the socks off this lane, level 8 and all. And we have also the Gyrocopter that is struggling to get some good farm, some interesting items up already for Gyro, but I think it's not gonna be enough. For Rabbit Lay, he's going for the Illusion Rune and might just go into the bottom for a little bit more extra support here. And Mado also gonna just rotate into the jungle. Needs to be careful though.
This is not good as well, especially since your Viper, he's almost on the mech. His buckler, his headdress is all up.
What a hook. Missed. And they go in, but the silence is gonna connect on both of them, so that's gonna slow them a little bit.
He doesn't have mana.
So no,
the echo
yes.
slam. Oh, nice searing chains. But he missed the rocket barrage. Can he get away?
Oh, the call down.
Call down. One more. It's not enough. Nice arrow to the
Sukuchi.
face.
Oh, it's not in range, and the hook completely missing there. Mado, man, oh my god, could have just won the team fight for the team with just one hook, but he just missed the first one on DP, missed the second one there again on Skyroff Mage. Really no idea what he's doing as the Pudge in this game.
He's not having any luck at all, and this Viper, very, very big. He's 75 last hits, 11 minutes in. He's topping the net worth with 5,800. There's no one even close to him. Not even a Gyro. He's only at 3,750.
Yeah, I think he's just forgotten right now, just left to farm. He's happy. He's playing a fantastic game. I think in this BO1, it's nice to get good item. That's good. The silence up on Gyrocopter and also on Weaver. Weaver goes into Sukuchi, and there goes the fissure on 3 men. Trying to buy some time. The arrow's gonna connect, I think, on ES, and yes, it will.
And the cut on the butt.
Big arrow there. And he's gonna take the fall. Earthshaker's gonna go down. That's gonna be 1 for nothing exchange. And 18 seconds till respawn. But mid lane though, we're gonna see the Ember Spirit just wanting a piece of that fat guy. Gets it off.
Man, he thought he was fine till he took an arrow to the butt. And now it's gonna be a push for the T1. Exorcism is used. Viper gets the T1 at the top. And yes, Guardian is taking full control of this map. T1
Probably,
everywhere.
Probably gonna take down the tier 1 here, and all that's left is really gonna be the mid lane. Mike will not be any form of defense at all. This guy is just not, supposed to be doing this right now. He's supposed to be farming, but ES might just catch him out. And there we go. It's pretty good. Also, we see the Scarab Mage behind,
he
but
used the Ancient Seal.
Yeah, he should have used Ancient Seal. But time lapse as well. They should have just camped there a little bit. Yep.
That was a bit ballsy.
Completely ballsy. And the Searing chains there did connect very nicely. Unfortunately, Scarab Mage was a little bit too slow. Ancient Seal, if he went down, would have been a kill pretty easily on the Weaver.
By the way, Babel, you need to take a look at this net worth chart. It's crazy.
Yep, 7.4k on Viper, 5.3 on Ember Spirit, 4.6 on the DP, and they are all going in. The Moonlight Shadow gonna be used here, and there goes the Silence. It's gonna connect on ES as well as the Punch, and ES might just take the fall here. He goes down pretty easily.
Oh,
Weaver comes in behind.
DP. He's gonna fall as well. It's 3 to 11, a 3-4 trade. They're actually going on the Weaver, but no, it's not gonna be enough. This could actually be a free T1 mid. Yeah, it will be a free T1 mid. They can't contest this at all.
Yep, they cannot take this. There's no way they can. They cannot defend this. I think that it's gonna be a pretty easy push so far, and Death Prophet doing a lot of work there, and also the Moonlight Shadow coming from Mirana doing just exactly what it needs to do, giving sufficient space for the entire Dire team to go into position here.
Exactly.
And Patch.
And actually, if you look at this net worth chart, oh wow, the Earthshaker is not even that.
Wow, 727,
He's
595 right now. How do you drop in net worth? You buy wards? Is that how?
I have no idea. Apparently so. I don't think it worked that way, but yeah. And wow, he is really, really poor.
Oh man, the whole team is poor. This is like third world gaming versus first world gaming. Bad example, I know, but how true? How true? So here we have.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
So here we have, Croc against DP. DP definitely is gonna need to be careful here. There might be backup in this area, but the ward's gonna spot that out. So DP is gonna rotate into the Radiant jungle and top lane push. This is gonna be a split push. Probably Scarab's gonna try and defend this area.
I don't think they even need to contest the pushes. They can't defend at all. And so it's just 4 heroes from Aliens grouping up. Arrow
Will not connect.
shaves his butt.
Shaves his butt. Exactly. Coming from behind, Viper. Don't really want to come from behind though.
We really need to cut down on these behind jokes. So many butt lines everywhere.
I just spices up the cast, I think. So, Death's Prophet gonna be here.
Oh, smoke
And
back.
spots out. There we go. Spots out. Yes, silences in time. Skyrock Mage. Big ultimate. Gonna connect there as well. Lion now probably gonna take the
What
fall.
was that? He hooked his own teammate.
A Meadow gonna take the fall as well. And all that's left is the Weaver.
Team wipe. Come on, guys. Team wipe.
Whoa, time lapse.
It's
Goes
gonna be
to-
team wipe.
Oh, it will be a team wipe.
Where's the gyro?
Oh, sorry. Gyro 4-4 unfound. But I think that Gyro by himself, it could have been a team wipe, but Gyro just had to spoil it for us. And now the tier 2 is gonna get challenged, and Viper Strike goes down. Slowing a lot. Call down's gonna come as well, but that is just date meat, man. Fissure is gonna be used, but so what? Viper is so tanky, doesn't care. And Arrow is gonna connect. Oh yes, it's gonna connect on the Lion, but there is no follow-up. Pretty sexy.
I'm not sure about you, Babel, but if I were Aliens, I call GG.
Yeah, I'll call GG as well, man. The patch hook's really just too much for me to tank.
He actually hooked his teammate. The Weaver was going forward, trying to do a bit of DPS. He hooked the Weaver back. Weaver's
Which is
like, I'm going forward, YOLO! And Punch is like, no.
I don't know, man. That just spoiled the entire game for him, I think. So here we
But he
are.
hooked the Ember Spirit! Oh, but he remnants away. Nice timing.
Good stuff, good stuff.
With a regen rune as well. RNGesus.
So this is interesting. We're gonna see Guardian treating the Radiant jungle like their home ground right now. They don't care that it doesn't belong to them. They're just gonna camp here. They're just gonna get a good gank off, and with that said, they're probably just also gonna win this game. Mid lane Viper holding the front against 3 heroes. You gotta be kidding me, man. 4 in fact. Very close.
Oh, look at this Weaver. No ancient seal, no dust, come on, somebody. So yeah, I mean, we talked about the draft being everything, and now it looks like Aliens draft is punishing them so badly. You have no way of coming back at all.
Yeah, exactly. The draft was questionable, but here comes the arrow. It's not going to connect. But all along, execution from Alien side was really, really the problem. They had some good ganks in the early game by ES. That's about it. And Pudge just not able to do anything so far. That's really bad. As the Pudge, you really want to be, you know, the X factor in this game. Okay, he's not sexy. I get that, but you really want to have him go into games and just really be the dominating factor, the snowball factor, so often spoken about for Pudge. But just don't see that magic in this game from Aliens.
Oh,
Remnant.
Look at the Remnant. He YOLOs in. He gets it as well. Wow.
Oh, and the hook now connects on Viper. That's a big catch. This member going to be used here. Might not get a kill even, and that is really bad. Time lapse going to be used by Mike, but the Weaver going to take the fall. Ember Spirit taking care of the Nemissary there. And there we go. They're going to call it GG. 19 minutes in, and they know it's done. Well played, it seems. Guardian going to snag this win pretty easily.
Wow, that was fast. Yeah, I was hoping for a quick game, but I wasn't expecting it to be that quick.
This is just a redefinition of quick game, guys.
So Guardians of the Galaxy looks like they take the. I mean, sorry, Guardians Gaming they take this game.
Might as well call them Guardians of the Galaxy. They just defended against some aliens.
Yeah, they did an excellent job here.
Yeah, 19-minute GG, well played. And good luck further. Guardian, we're just I'm very excited by this team. I want to see how they're gonna fare tomorrow. And generally, I think it's a pretty good gameplay by both sides. What do you think?
Yeah, I felt that okay, maybe Aliens just that the draft could only do so much. A Pudge against an Ember Spirit, not good. A Weaver against a Trilane, not good. A Gyrocopter as a carry, just not one of the best options against a Death Prophet.
Yeah, Death Prophet really doing a lot of work. In fact, all three lanes were won by Guardian in the early game. It's just that we did see some good first and second kill coming in from Alien because of the rotation from ES. So I want to give ES all the props up there. It's still trying to make that work. Unfortunately, team fight wise, they just lack in magic.
Then again, Guardian did say it was lag, so maybe it was just the lag which gave away those 2 kills. You know, just saying.
Just saying. How can you solve lag in just a few while? I don't think that's the case, but yeah. So with that said, guys, that will summarize the cast for today. We're going to be back again tomorrow, and in fact, every single night from 8:30 p.m. GMT +8, and we'll bring you the entire wildcard coverage for this tournament, and in which we'll see 2 teams go in to join the other 6 and take part and represent Southeast Asia in the MSI Beat It World Championship. So this is Babael, joining today's ChubbyBunny. Thank you for being here, and hope you guys enjoyed this cast.
Thank you so much.
ChubbyBunny, before you go off, ChubbyBunny, any shoutouts?
Any shoutouts? Alright, just a quick shout out to my friend out there, Ludification, and that's it. And of course, thank you Babael so much in EGTV for having me today with you guys.
Alright, thank you, and shout out to you for being an awesome co-caster, for guiding me along the way in my inaugural journey to cast Dota 2. And look forward to more action, guys, tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys again tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. sharp. Don't go anywhere.
Pleasure's on mine. See you guys tomorrow.